Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's me, Excessive Drez, doing some more Schedule 1. So I want to cover a couple housekeeping things before we move forward with today. I got some new mods. If you can look at my screen, you can see it already. I have a permanent clock that tells me what time and day it is. A thing with dealer information and a to-do list. These are all from a Quality of Life pack. You can get each one separately, like so if you don't want a dealer information or you don't care about the to-do list or the clock, you can download them separately, but they come together. If you get the whole bundle, you can't load up the individual ones. Anyway, I'm gonna try that out. As of right now, I can't scale the size of those windows. Um, the author said he's going to be doing it, adding that as a feature. So, in the next update or two. I also have a better product manager. I got rid of the sorter. I disabled that. Um, let's bring it up real quick. RLM is what it's called. And this is the app version. There's another version that doesn't have this app on your phone. The phone app doesn't have all the features as the other one. I haven't tried it out yet, really, so I don't know what's missing from the app version of it, the phone app version of it. But it will list all your products, and you can sort by high to low. You can filter it by drug type. You can filter it by recipe, by favorites, and then you can look up recipes. So the last mod I got, so is a quality bonus. So when you deliver drugs to your your clientele, you get the quick bonus, or you get the nighttime bonus, or after curfew bonus. What this mod does is adds in a quality bonus, so you get a bonus for giving over what their quality request is. Like, so if it's low, if I give them like the blue or a purple or the yellow, the gold versions of the drug, I'll get more money. I forgot how much. It's like 15, 30 per level. So if they're at low, then, you know, and you give them, say, the. So anyway, that's that. Those are the quality of life upgrades I made to the mods. Now I will be here going forward, probably cutting out parts of videos to keep the length down and keep it from being boring. So like when I'm doing the packing or planting, maybe even the delivery, unless something exceptional comes up while I'm doing delivery, I'll probably cut those sections out of the videos. Unless you guys want to see me do them, let me know in the comments below whether you want to see it or not. I'm thinking not. It'll make the videos shorter, and I can focus on the the fun stuff instead of you sitting there watching me drag drugs into a jar. Anyway, without further ado, let's get to it. So I already set up my to-do list. We're going to set up our dealer. We're going to save money for the laundromat, save money for the bungalow, sell lots of drugs. And we're going to eventually focus on one strain, instead of having to make four different ones. And that'll become clearer when I get to the bungalow and have a better operation over there. So anyway, let's get going. We're going to head over to Benji's house. He lives at the motel, right next to where our room is. And we're going to hire him to work for us. Alright. Don't you want to work for me as a distributor? He says, alright, I'll be a dealer for you, but there's a $500 signing fee, and I'll take 20% cut off each sale. We got a deal? Sure, here's $500. Alright, so we have to give him at least 10 weed. I don't even know if I have 10 weed, because those guys drained my soul. Oh no, I have it in my inventory. But yeah, they drained all my resources last night. So let's pack up some of the stuff. Oh, I got plenty over here too. Never. What am I thinking? And I got stuff over here. All right, so I planted my seeds. I packed up my weed. Now let's get back over to Benji and get him all fixed up here real quickly. All right, here we are back at Benji's house with the drugs. Let's see. I need to trade some items. So we're going to give him the kush and some of the drug. A sour diesel. Alright. So that's stuff. So he's got some stuff to sell. Now we got to set up his customers. Now, don't be that guy and just assign customers at random. So certain people are better for you to sell to and are better for him to sell to. So the people with the least amount of money, that's who you want to give to this guy. Because he's only going to sell at market value any of these drugs. If you give him the people with a lot of money, like say Geraldine, they won't make any profit, because you can milk Geraldine for big money. So we're going to assign them some customers. I'm pretty sure Austin is in the list because he doesn't make a lot of money. Yeah, I think he only has 800. So we're going to give him Austin. We're going to give him Beth. Beth has even less. We're going to give him Chloe. And I think we're going to give him Donna. Yeah, definitely Donna. We're going to give him... Definitely keep Geraldine. I think we keep Jesse. Yeah, we'll keep Jesse. I think we get rid of Kathy. We get rid of Ludwig. We'll keep Mick for the time being. We'll give him Miss Ming. And I think Peggy. Let's see who I got. Peggy, Peter. Oh no, let's get rid of Sam. Sam's horrible. He's only got 500, so we'll give him Sam. So these are the lower ones. Actually, let's keep Miss Ming. Or Ludwig. Hold on. Let's see. No, not Ludwig. We'll keep Miss Ming as well. Nope. Sorry, can't keep her either. Peggy. We'll keep... I already have Peggy. Hold on. Trying to find someone to keep, because I want to get rid of Trent. Are keeping Kyle... Alright. What's Kathy look like? Hold on. We'll keep Kathy and give him Trent. Alright. So, this is a temporary setup right now, because when we get the next person, we'll move people around. Like, we'll probably put Trent over with her. And but for now, this is what we got going on. So, these are all our lowest... They're all pretty much 500, except for Austin. I think he's an 800. So... And that gives us still a fair amount of contacts, but we're going to get some more, because we got all of these people to get. I'm not too worried about getting the supplier. I'd rather get the dealer. The supplier will be the meth supplier. And that's not so important right now. So we got to go this way route. So, Joyce. Where's Joyce? I think she lives in this trailer right here. So, and Meg. Joyce and Meg. We got to get those people. So, let's head on over there. Let's go get some drugs and try to get these people. Alright, so we're going to get some drugs and head on over and try to recruit these people, and then we'll go to bed. See, I like to do all this dumb stuff at night because they move around during the day and it's easier to find them in their houses. Meg, right? Alright, so we got Meg. And we're gonna try to get Joyce. We might try to get... I should have brought more drugs. I'm a dink. She likes that kind of drug. Alright, well, we got her anyway without having to give her her happy drug. Alright. Contacts, who do we unlock? Doris and Keith. Oh, I hate Keith. Ugh, he's so horrible. But I think he's the fastest route. Where is Keith? Keith is over there. Doris is there. I'm going to make another modification when I get Keith, because I hate him. Well, one, because Keith, when he requests, his request is late at night. So if you don't answer it almost immediately, you won't be able to do his delivery late at night. We'll try that. Keith is the fast way to the supplier, so I might get him and then the next person. Because I don't have a whole lot of the Kush. The next dealer lives there. Keith lives here? Nope, upstairs. Alright, he likes Slippery, Sneaky, and Tropic Thunder. But his standards are very low, so... That's a 75% chance. So is that. So let's... We'll just give him the cheap stuff. Alright, so we got Keith. Who's after Keith? Jerry. And Jerry... Oh, I know where he is. He's over the same place Joyce was, but in a tent. And... Let's see if the lady is at home. This is where she lives. Doris. That is a 70. Alright, so we got Doris. And we're gonna get this guy. I don't think we should worry about anybody else right now. He's in this tent. Jerry, come on, buddy. Alright, whew. Got him. Alright, so that gives Kim and Dean. I'm not going to worry about getting them all. I'm going to... Not right now, anyway. Let's get the, well, I got one more. Hold on. Let's get Dean. Where are you at, Dean? Over there. I got one more Kush. So, let's, see if we can get Dean. And then we'll call it a night. Alright. There we go. That's enough people. So look, our dealer information has been updated. He's got 2 types with 28 total units and 8 customers. Alright. Alright. The next day has started. Oh my goodness, where'd my bed go? Oh, I picked it up by accident. Shit. Next day has started. I need to order some seeds. I did unlock a new drug, the green crack. I'm not going to worry about planting it right now. I don't feel like making another grow tent. It's too much hassle. So, but I do need to get some more of that. And buy some more dirt. Oh, also the soil pour we unlocked as well. That's the same thing as a pot sprinkler issue. I found it actually even less useful to use the soil pour than the just the dirt itself. Um, let's go ahead and just get 8. I'm not going to worry about fertilizer. I do want a large storage tract though. Hey, Benji finished this first deal. Let's talk to Unks here on the phone. With Benji's help, you'll be able to move a good quantity of product. Now it's just start manufacturing and selling high-value product. You might have noticed that you can buy different weed strains from Albert, but you can create even more unique products with a mixing station. At a mixing station, you can mix products with special ingredients to create new mixes with unique effects. Customers will pay more for these products. To get started, go purchase a mixing station from Dan's Hardware. After that, you'll want to grab something to mix from the gas mart. Alright, so good thing I put a big chunk of money into there because I need to get the mixing station. Mixing station here. Yep. That's it. Albert's good. Oh, crap. I forgot to do what I said I was going to do. Dealers, give me Austin and you take Keith. I wish there was an app Someone suggested it that it'll keep track of all the messages of how much of what product we got to take when we go out to deal drugs. All right. Look, Peter is already. Let's put that there. Put that there. Peter wants. So I'm not going to do 6. I'll drop it to 5. All these new people, they don't get the good deals. And my drop is ready, and it's behind the pawn shop. Alright. So I gotta go to the gas mart anyway. Hey, look, it's a checkpoint. They're easy to avoid. They don't even pay attention to me getting that. Now, I don't want to go through there, but I'll show you going through here. So if you're driving a car, you got to pull it over and they search your car. Here, they search. If you walk past it, they search your. Oh shit! I thought I had it pushed. They found my drugs. Oh my goodness! Now I'm wanted. Well, there you go. Now you see what happens. The cop car's after me. They have tasers. They'll shoot tasers at you and stuff. Um, but it's really easy. You just run. The only time I've been arrested is when I wanted to get the achievement. I let them arrest me. All right. To celebrate my successful eluding the police, I will break these machines. Uh, oh, she saw me do it. Ah! I didn't see her over there. This should give some kind of indicator that they're nearby. Look, see, Geraldine already wants a bunch. He wants counteroffer. So he's already like 75 over the asking price. So we're going to say take 10. Damn. That's big money right there. All right, let's buy some stuff to mix with. I didn't mean to do that, but well, since she's not there, oh shit, I broke it. Might as well buy the cuke from a machine. By the way, that's how you get away from the cops, man. You just don't go through the checkpoint. It's not cheaper to buy it at the store, so you might as well just buy it here. Alright, there we go. I'll get you in a second, Kathy. Kathy wants... Let's put this stuff away. Alright, we made a fairly good chunk of change. About $4 grand, give or take. We have enough to buy the laundromat, but we don't have enough to make a buffer. So, we're gonna run one more night, and then we should have enough to get the laundromat. And then we can save up for our bungalow. Now we're going to move on to mixing at the mixing station. This one is annoying. The upgrade to this is much better. So we're going to make a new version of OG Kush using QoL. And begin. So we have to manually pour it in. You know, this thing gets in the way. And then grab up all the buds and push start. So it's going to take a minute. Technically in game time it's an hour, but you know, it's a minute in real life. So the second upgrade to this actually lets you do a max stack of each one at the same time. You don't have to pour it in, you just put it on the thing and push it and it goes. So much easier, but you know, we work with what we got. I might switch over to sour diesel as well. Because those guys almost killed me going through all of our stash. So this is the random name we got. You can manually edit, or you can just click and get another random name. Dust Smegma. Fat fuel. Well, that's good. We'll call this one fat fuel. Boom. Manually mix it. Get out of here. Alright, there we go. So that's going to take a minute. I think I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing with this sour diesel that I have. And because it's going to cost more, they won't ask for as much. So I'm hoping I can get away with having 20. That way I can make the next batch as well. All right. Oh, well, I can also do, in the meantime, is stop by here and collect our money from Benji. Let's see how you did. $658. And what do you got left? Lots of OG Kush. Alright, so he sold all the other drugs. Alright. Crud. You can go there for the time being. Oh, I'm a doofus. I could have put it there. Again, or in the QoL. Now, not everything requires you to pour. There are some pills and stuff that are easier. The bananas. Anywho. let's... Because I'm not going to sell that stuff anymore. I'm going to give it to this guy and he can just sell the rest of this stuff. Here you go, Benji. Take some more. Take some more. And done. California cookies. Sounds good. Now, in future episodes, if you guys want, um, suggest names for our mixed products, go ahead and shoot me a comment below and tell me what you think we should start naming our marvelous wonder drugs here. I'm going to there. I don't think I'll be able to sell them in big batches because it's a new product, and when you sell new products, it resets their liking of it. Also, I have to remember in products to turn off list for sale on these and list these for sale. All right, let's cut out real quick, and I'll be back after I bag this stuff up. All right, so we unlocked a couple things after we went to sleep. I did all my packing and stuff. This stuff is growing. I think I have soil and seeds, yeah. Well, what I'm gonna do is contact our contact. Nope. We also unlocked the last seed. So we have all the seeds. We unlocked mouthwash, which I'm going to use instead of the Coke for the Kush. Yeah, so we're just waiting for that stuff to grow. I gotta talk to Uncle Nelson because we finished our mixing. Let's see what he's got to say. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Thanks for your first mix done. There's a wide range of different ingredients with unique effects. Each one will affect the value of your product differently. Keep trying different mix recipes and you'll be able to make some seriously valuable product. You know everything you need to get yourself established. I'll call you later when you're ready to start manufacturing some harder stuff. Alright. So, now I have to go and travel around. What I'm going to do, I forgot to put on my checklist, save for the skateboard. I'm going to go ahead and just buy it. It's $1,500 for the skateboard. Skateboard's a better way to get around town. There we go. It's actually faster than some cars, this golden skateboard. So, they want us to talk to some people, the real estate agent, the car dealership, the mechanic. Alright. Howdy, I'm Marco. If you're looking for a fresh paint job or need your car towed, I'm just a fella for the job. That's that. Here's the car dealership where we can buy vehicles. I haven't bought one yet. The skateboard's just fine. Uh, I'd like to purchase a vehicle. Fantastic. Which model? The shitbox, the Viper. Viper is actually pretty good, I hear, as storage because it's a van. So, and then the Cheetah's like your fast get around town car. And we'll talk to the real estate agent. They're right over here. So purchase a business, it costs $4,000 for the laundromat, and then $6,000 for the bungalow. So we need like 10,000. The drop is behind the supermarket. I have a lot of messages. Here we go. Wow, he already wants 4 California cookies. How about I give you... not 100. Uh... I can't sell all my stuff though. Alright, so that's 10 of that one already. Fat fuel. Deal. How about you take fat fuel instead? Alright, so I think I've done... that's 5, 10, and 5 and 10. Alright, so I only have 10 of each left. Oh, while I'm up... oh, crap, I don't have space. Alright, so I have to make a strain worth at least $60. That's going to be simple now that I have gotten the mouthwash unlocked. Kush mouthwash. $64. So let's put that in that. Alright, let me harvest this stuff and then we'll be good to go. Alright, I had to turn fat fuel for sale off because I bought it all and I'm not going to make any more. I'm actually going to use the mouthwash. So we're going to pick some of that up and make that new strain. Mouthwash. Done. Perfect, perfect. And I might grow next time some Granddaddy. I meant not Granddaddy Purple, the green crack. Mix it with Viagra and it's like super addictive. All right. I need to mix this stuff. Mixer. Come on. Whew. I'm also going to need to mix some more of this, I'm sure. All right. Actually, let's see. Cookie. That's 20 cookies. I'm going to be able to make 20 more. So I think I should be good. Looks like everybody's just buying stacks of 5 already, so that's not purple. Mega cake. That's what we're calling it. And we're going to put this on sale. All right. Mega cake listed for sale. And this guy wants... We'll give you... Which I'm going to have to make a new batch of California cookies. Alright. Let's get some jars and jar up this product here. And I've never had this much trouble keeping up with the production. Oh my goodness. Alright, done. This packing isn't as bad as doing the baggies. The baggies are a pain in the butt. Until we get the upgraded packer. Alright, let's go. Let's go sell some stuff. I got anybody over here? Oh, I got 2 people and one of them's broken. So, we're just going to have to fix that. 5 California cookies. So I'm going to fix it right this minute. So I'll be right back. Alright. Good to go. He's fixed. So, Fat Fuel, where are you? It would have been nicer if I had that mega cake done before he asked. I gotta talk to Uncle Nelson on the payphone. 10K in earnings, not bad at all. Soon you'll have the capital needed to start manufacturing meth. But first you're going to need to purchase some equipment. Your best bet for getting the tools you need is the warehouse. It's a local spot where you can do business with like-minded individuals. Weapons, specialized equipment, workers for hire, all the good stuff. It's the big brick building behind the liquor store. Head down there and see if you can mosey your way in. Just keep in mind, they'll only let you in once you've built a solid rep for yourself. I might have already gotten that, to be honest. Let me finish all the deliveries and we will see. So I'll be back after I'm done. Alright, all done. So let's see if we can get into the warehouse. Because you get the XP and you get the level gains. You just don't see the screen until the end. But if you've unlocked something, it'll be unlocked. So Yeah, can I come in? Oh yeah, boss man told me you can. Alright, come on in. Alright, so I had the rep. So let's get our money. Alright, so we'll talk to the weapons guy. What do you sell? Melee weapons, blunt and sharp, and of course firearms too. Ammo too. I get more stuff in stock every now and then. Are these weapons legal? Yeah, more or less. Most of them are probably not completely non-illegal. What you're asking for, anywho. The fixer. This is where you can get your employees. Cleaners. If you have the no trash mod, you don't need these dudes. Otherwise, you'll want to put at least one trash can around your botanist, so these guys can clean up the trash. Handlers move products between storage racks and stations and loading bays and things like that. They're pretty handy. Botanists plant all your plant, and they use the drying racks when we get them. And chemists, they operate your meth chemistry stations, the ovens to cook it, the cauldrons for your cocaine, and mixing stations. These guys are important. These not so much. Alright, so let's talk to this guy. You new guy in town? Probably. Very cute. I'm Manny. I'm the local fixer. Looking to hire workers? You talk to me. How much does it cost to hire someone? Depends on what sort of talent you need. Cleaners and packers are pretty cheap. Botanists a bit more, and chemists are the most expensive. Actually, botanists and handlers cost the same amount of money. So that is incorrect statement, sir. Cleaners are cheap. And finally, we'll talk to the merchant, Oscar. Hello there, you smell nice. Huh? Nothing. Just Oscar being friendly. If you need some special equipment or supplies, Oscar has what you need. What sort of stuff do you sell? Oscar sells special equipment and supplies. Yeah, okay, thanks. So, this guy, I'd like to purchase something. So, acid phosphorus. This is for meth. It says all the soils, which we now have 3 plant soil. So, this costs 60 per bag. So 20 per planting. So you're paying, yeah, a little bit more, but that's all right. We have moisture. This is the pot we're going to switch to. The moisture preserving pot. Soil lose moisture 40% slower. We're going to upgrade to, well, we already have these lights. Packaging station 2. I should go ahead and just buy one of these, right? Yep, we'll go ahead and buy that. For the mixing station, we have to be a peddler too. The air pots, some people like them, some people don't. They boost the growth speed by 15%, but you have to water it a lot because it increases moisture drain by 30%. It's really good for your coca plants for the cocaine because they take a long time to grow, but actually using the moisture preserving pot for your weed seems to be a little bit faster because they don't have to water it as much, and the weed grows really fast anyway. So I would say this for your cocaine and just keep the cheaper because it's $70 more per pot. I would keep this $50 pot for your weed production. We can't get this for a while. The drying rack upgrades your quality. Yeah, so he's going to ask me to buy a chemistry station and a lab up, but I'm not going to do that until much later because I don't need this yet until I get the bungalow. So, all right, let's go talk to Uncle Nelson, and then we'll call this session at an end. Except we did unlock Shirley. They said if you need some, I work in pharmaceutical business and heard got a nasty cough. If you need some pseudo, I'm your gal. Send me a message and we'll figure something out. So she'll give you the third ingredient for making meth. I don't need to talk to her right now. I don't need this stuff for meth. So we're good to go. Uncle Nelson's saying Oscar will sell everything you need to make meth with the exception of pseudo. For that, you're going to need to hook yourself up with a supplier. I don't know any pseudo suppliers, so you're on your own for this one. There ought to be someone in Westville that can get you what you need. Open your contacts app and look for a supplier in Westville. Keep unlocking customers in that region and you'll get their attention in no time. I've already done that, so I unlocked her on this last run. So I need to get this dude. I should have maybe unlocked this guy. George, he's a good moneymaker. But right now I'm like they crush me on getting my weed. So tomorrow we should get the new dealer. This dude will be done. So let me select our stuff. Money 700. He still has plenty of this. This is what, 43? So we're good to go for a while. Well, I don't need to change him out. There is one place I want to show you guys before we end the session. I keep forgetting. So I meant to show it to you earlier. This place is only open at night. It's the casino. The casino. I'm going to break your ATM. And you guys aren't even going to do anything. So they have Ride the Bus, which is a guessing game. So the first round you pick between red or black, higher or lower than the number, inside or outside. Like, and then pick the suit. So this one's pretty tough to win, especially if winning the 20K. Then you have blackjack. It doesn't have, this version does not have splitting or doubling down. And you can only win like 3-2. So lower stakes for like a more manageable game. I saw an app, a mod on the Nexus that had functionality for doubling down, and they were working on getting splits into the game. So if that's the thing you're into, you can check that out. And then you have the slot machines. You can only bet $100. There are mods, of course, that increase the bet. But I watched a video today, and someone was talking about the odds on the slot machine. These are actually favored for the spinner. You actually make, he averaged it, I think it was like $43 per spin if you like do all the spins. So usually what I do is I come in here and I just spin all of them. Alright, so I made 400, so I only lost 100. So now I'm down by 600. There we go. So I'm actually up by 800. There, jackpack, boom. So now I, I was just goofing off. But there you go. So I'm not going to spend any more. Uh, because I got 1,000 over there as well. So I have enough now to buy the bungalow and the laundromat at the same time. But I keep breaking the ATMs. So anyway, let's head back home. I'm gonna put some money in the ATM, see if I have enough. Deposit max. I don't have enough here. So what I'm gonna have to do, I'll be able to get the laundromat and then launder some money. Looks like you've reached the weekly deposit limit. To avoid arousing suspicion, you can only deposit so much cash via ATMs. If you want to convert more cash to online balance, you're going to need to start laundering. Laundering involves using a legal business to conceal the origin of your less than legal cash. First things first, you're going to need a business. Go to Raise Realty. You're probably not going to buy out the casino anytime soon, but there should be a cheap business for sale. So that's the laundromat, and that's what we're going to do in the next session. We're going to get the laundromat. We're going to get the laundromat, and we're going to launder some money so we can get the bungalow. Yeah, that's the plan. So this is me, Excessive Drez. I hope to see you in the next one. If you got any comments or things you'd like to see in the future, just hit me up in the comments below. Anyway, we'll see you later.